My name's Lisa Ferguson, and I'm the Director of Admissions at Deer Hollow. When a client calls in, first of all, I validate for them how brave it is to make that call, because they're not typically, our normal clients are not typically people who reach out and ask for help. What I try to convey to them is exactly what we do at Deer Hollow. I want to give them as much information as possible and not push them into treatment. And from my experience, a person has to be ready for this. They can't be pushed into making that decision. Just validate, again, kind of what they're going through, because many of them feel like they're going crazy, honestly. They have no idea what's happened to them. And I think kind of having a little better understanding of what PTSD is and how it affects your brain and the symptoms, I really kind of just give them an overall, you're not irreparably broken. You are wounded and you need help. And that's why we're here. And letting them know that they're not alone. There's absolutely hope and help for what they're experiencing. Many times I'll have them talk to one of our alumni as well. And I think that is reassuring in a really positive way, to talk with somebody who has gone through that experience and can talk about the day-to-day experience. We just try to be kind and empathetic and make people feel welcome throughout the whole process. My team does our best to make sure that a client is as prepared as they possibly can be to come to treatment. I think one of the ways we go kind of the extra mile is typically I'm the person that does the screenings for residential treatment, so I build a relationship with that client and we have a rapport. I'm normally the person who picks them up at the airport, and I think that's really important because they know me just from that phone conversation, and I think they feel safe. And having someone they've already spoken with pick them up means a lot to them. And then my favorite part of my job is I get to take them back to the airport when they discharge, and I often say I get to witness miracles in people, miraculous changes in people, and it means a lot to me. And I think just kind of that connection with the client throughout the whole process is important to them and makes them feel safe and welcome to Deer Hollow. A lot of times on that initial conversation with a client, they, like I said, they really don't understand what's going on with them. And I think just kind of letting them know that, they're not alone with this problem, helping them understand kind of, validating that the symptoms that they are experiencing are from that brain injury, are from PTSD, and they're not weak or going crazy. I try to let them know that when you are suffering from PTSD, you're in survival mode all of the time. First of all, that's exhausting and a terrible way to live day to day. And secondly, it leaves no space for anything else. So no space for real joy or connections. And I think that's what we do at Deer Hollow in the end, is just kind of clear some space for those good things again, and make some space for joy and happiness and real connections with your family again.